Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Fakes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Fires to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Smith. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Gonna look downfield again. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Bryant. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Takes it the other way.
Man, you got to be careful when you're throwing the football over the middle of the field, because these windows close really quickly. You saw it on that last play. Great job by the defense coming away with the pick.
Okay, here comes comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ncaa. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Run down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Bryant. Runs through a tackle. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Snagged in the middle. It's Castro. Snowed under by the defense.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that with the bounds.
He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Moore to the air. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. Inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done. Driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Ncaa. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. Turns it over to midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Will throw. Got a man. It's Bryant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready.
Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Touchdown, Oregon! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be calling on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Ncaa. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Using his legs to buy some time. Got his man to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It'll be incomplete. Trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it in 3rd and short, or 3rd and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it. Nothing there, tucks it, does a nice job getting positive yards and getting the 1st down.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll take it himself. Headed to the end zone. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
He's looking to pass.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Moore to the air. Got a man. It's Hughes. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Pulls it in. It's Hughes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The give on the inside. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Burks. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nice move to keep running. Made him miss again. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can throw it, but he can also pull it down. And he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this offense go.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And guys, after failing to get to last time, they'll take the safe route. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Moore will throw. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Bryant. Wide open space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now on the option. Touchdown Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
A really nice job on their final drive of the 1st half, David. Calm, cool, collected. collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. Finding open areas. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Buying some time as he moves left. Oh, he got loose. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got room at the 35. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. Under fire. He's going to run it. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Now rolling to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain link.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Touchdown Sooners! They take the lead with the 6.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's in the end zone for the 2 as the lead now stands at 6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds his back in the middle. There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Oregon! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ncaa. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7.
Man, it's nice to call plays when you call a pass and the quarterback doesn't see anything, and he just takes off and makes you look good and turns it into a run. Nice job on that 2-point conversion.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Casper. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might be changing the route. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Slings it downfield. That pass is incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He'll pull it down and run. Jukes his way for more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Starts to scramble to the left. He's got an open man. Brings him to the open. And the defense jumps on it. They get the turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. All of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense...
Sends it downfield. Brings it down on the right side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, how how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Goes to the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw again. They're working that left side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Batir extending the play. He'll pull it down.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Unleashes one. Working that left side. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They need to get a little closer for a field goal trying. They've got to do it in a hurry. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Burks. He did not make it. Stop short and they'll turn the football over, and now a field goal will win it. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth.
If he houses this, it's ball game. He'll try to take it back. The 40. He's at the 20. All the way back. He took it all the way on a pick six and a walk-off win. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.